Welcome to the Inspired Riding Podcast. I'm your host, Beth Lauren Parrish. As a certified riding instructor, remote coach, and rapid transformational therapy practitioner, a powerful form of hypnotherapy, I'm here to remind you to slow down, trust your intuition, and really deeply listen to your horse. And this will make for the best co-creative dances possible, whether you're on the ground or connecting on their backs. Thank you so much for being here, and here we go. Hey everyone, welcome back to the new series, Partner with Your Mind. This is episode 2, Command Cell Therapy, Remembering Your Powerful Mind-Body Connection. Before I explain to you what command cell therapy is, I want to share with you one of my favorite Bruce Lee quotes. Don't speak negatively about yourself, even as a joke. Your body doesn't know the difference. Words are energy, and they cast spells. That's why it's called spelling. Change the way you speak about yourself, and you can change your life. Command cell therapy is part of Rapid Transformational Therapy developed by Marissa Peer. What's brilliant about how she used command cell therapy is she used all the concepts from Dr. Bruce Lipton's scientific research on how our cells are always listening and how they can actually be changed with our thoughts. So if you take that in for a moment, if you start thinking, hey, cells, I want you to feel better, in the most basic sense, things are going to start to shift. Now, command cell therapy is much more in-depth, and it helps you heal your body on a subconscious level. So let's take an example. I had a knee injury, and before I even learned about command cell therapy, I would actually, before going to sleep, say to myself, I'm going to wake up feeling refreshed, energized, and pain-free. So I simply said those 3 phrases, and I repeated them every night. And every morning I would wake up feeling better and better. And that never happened before I started doing that programming at night. So you see, we are so much more powerful than we realize. And if we could tap into that power in a more intentional way, we can speed up our healing in dramatic ways. So let me read you the description of what command cell therapy is according to Marissa Peer's training. Command cell therapy is based on the idea that every cell in your body has an intelligence of its own, and that the mind affects your body and emotional state. New exciting scientific research into epigenetics by Dr. Bruce Lipton looks at how our genes and DNA are influenced by our thoughts, emotions, diet, and other environmental factors. This cutting-edge information takes a fresh look at our cellular biology, and that the DNA and the internal coding of the cells contain all of the necessary blueprints to restore and repair the body. While we cannot readily change the codes of our blueprints, of our genetic blueprints, we can change our minds, and in the process, switch the blueprints used to express genetic potential. So here's where it gets really interesting when we use the command cell therapy within Rapid Transformational Therapy. Within the transformational audio, we tell our minds that we are going to command, compel, instruct, and direct our cells to go back to their original blueprint, back to how nature intended them to be. So we're basically saying, hey, listen up, cells. You knew exactly what to do when we were born, and I want you to go back to that way of being. You can absolutely recreate that. And creating this belief and this knowing, and it's scientifically backed, really helps you understand that you can listen to a recording like this every single day and start to feel dramatic changes within your body, within your emotions, and of course in your mindset. So it's a very exciting thing. So let me give you a couple of real life examples with my clients and myself. One of my clients had chronic fatigue. She also had some confidence issues. for riding her horse. So of course, if you're not feeling well in your body, you're not going to feel necessarily very confident for riding, right? So here's what she had to say after our session. If you seriously want to change your life, book a session with Beth for RTT. She truly has a gift. I had a session to see if we could find the root cause of my chronic fatigue and pain. I had put up with it for several years and had accepted that it was just part of my life. I didn't want to get my hopes up, but I was willing to try rapid transformational therapy. And OMG, I am so thankful. So many aspects of my life have changed already, and it's only been 2 weeks. Cantering my horse has always been a huge source of fear for me, but I was able to hop right on her and canter around with no fear, just pure joy. It no longer takes me an hour to wake up in the morning. I open my eyes and I'm awake. I am no longer just surviving. I am living. I'm seriously getting chills again just reading that testimonial. I never would have imagined that this type of therapy could help someone feel so much better from one session. And that's why I'm so excited to share this in this podcast series. I know you're thinking, this sounds so simple. You're basically just telling your body that this is what you want to do. Yeah, it is that simple, but you have to have that innate belief that it is possible. So I just want to gently remind you that you are this powerful. So much of the world and society wants to take your power away. I want to remind you that you have it within. Take a moment to put a hand on your heart if you're able, and just take some deep breaths with me. Breathe in and breathe out. And the more you start to realize that you can do this kind of heart breathing, connecting with your heart, you're going to realize that you can tap into an amazing source of power. You can tap into a power to tell your body how you want to be, and you can also ask your body for guidance. I get into that a lot with my riding students to remind themselves that they can tune in with their intuition simply by placing their hand on their heart, doing some box breathing, and just feeling into the gratitude and love they have for their horses and for themselves. And then simply asking their heart, what is it that I need to know right now? What messages do you have for me? If you did this practice for a few moments every morning, your life can dramatically change as well. So you see, these tools are simple, yet there are so many people out there who just shrug at them or roll their eyes or don't even know about them. So I want to invite you to start doing this heart breathing, connecting with your body, connecting with your inner wisdom and your inner power. And if you like this feeling of the heart breathing, stay tuned for the end of this episode. I'm going to give you a taste of the command cell therapy, along with what's called the healing vortex. Now, the healing vortex is also usually used in conjunction with command cell therapy within rapid transformational therapy. Marissa Peer talks about the concept of creating a healing vortex that is basically going above your head, and it swirls around and it goes through your entire body, and it pulls out any old thoughts, any old beliefs, any old hurts, and it pulls out any pain in your body, and it cleans up and clears out anything that no longer serves you. So if you do the healing vortex along with the command cell therapy, it becomes even more potent because you're basically cleaning up and clearing out your energy field of what you no longer need. And then you're tapping into your power to command your cells to go back to their original blueprint, to get your body back on track so you can enjoy your life, riding, dancing, playing golf, whatever it is you love to do. I just listed the things I love to do, but you get the idea. So speaking of that, let me share with you another amazing testimonial from a client who also had chronic fatigue and started to show beautiful improvements. She wrote, I am feeling so much better. I can stay up as late as I want. I sleep a solid 6 hours, wake up, and start my day. I leave the house now without hesitation, and I don't have the draw to hurry and get home like I used to when I was out. It was always excuses on why not to leave the house, or when I was out, it was excuses why I needed to get home as soon as possible. I'm now doing projects that had been put off. I'm enjoying my time at the barn with my boys. I'm enjoying watching my flowers grow every day. I'm feeling a bit less overwhelmed with life, and I find I don't stress as much over things I need to do because I know that I have the energy to do them, and there's nothing holding me back anymore. There has absolutely been a profound positive shift in my physical health, energy, and overall well-being. I have always read that emotional trauma can cause physical issues, but I have never experienced firsthand the effects of letting go of trauma and having physical symptoms resolve until Rapid Transformational Therapy. I don't know if the changes are evident to others yet, but I feel very different. I still need to let this process a bit more, but I expect that I will see improvement from this point on. Like my last session issues, I don't feel 100% quite yet, but the improvement with each session has been huge. Thank you for changing my life yet again. You can definitely call yourself a lifesaver. And there I have chills again. So I want to share a little bit more about my story and how I was able to understand the emotional elements of it that caused my physical issues, because that was mentioned here in this testimonial, and I want to go a little deeper into it and explain to you the details. So I had been experiencing some pain in my neck, and it felt like swelling, and I was also getting really tired, and that wasn't usually like me. I'm very much go, go, go. I can do everything, and I take amazing naps, and I sleep really well, but this was really starting to bother me. So I went ahead and got checked out, and sure enough, I had benign nodules in my neck, and I was diagnosed with hyperthyroidism, which is, overachieving sense of thyroid instead of underachieving the hypo. So I'm kind of inferring what happened when I did my own RTT session. So basically, I went in to a meditative state, just like I do with my clients, got myself really relaxed, and I was actually doing it in the middle of the night, kind of woke up and said, you know what, let me just do this. And I asked for the root cause and the reason for the hyperthyroidism. And I started seeing images of when I was younger and this serious drive to always be perfect, to always do more and more and more. And it was this feeling of having to overachieve to prove that my existence was justified. Now, that is pretty profound, especially because I was what they call a quote-unquote bonus baby. I was not planned. I was 10 and 8 years younger than my brother and sister. So there was this sense that perhaps, I really wasn't supposed to be there. So all of my life up until this point, I realized that I had been trying to prove my existence was justified and that it was worth it for me to be on this planet. So once I realized what was going on, I went, so I've been doing this overachieving, which manifested into this hyperthyroidism issue. So as soon as I realized what was going on, I was able to relax and let go. I actually stopped a few projects that I was going to be doing that year. And let me tell you, that relief was amazing. I finally went, phew, okay. I don't have to do all the things all by myself all the time. That was a huge epiphany for me, and just understanding that moment made a huge difference in my health. Then I was able to start changing my diet, and I went through some really beautiful natural ways, and I healed myself. So I no longer have those benign nodules bothering my neck, and my energy came way back. So that was pretty amazing. Of course, I did do my own form of command cell therapy. I created my own script to listen to, my own audio, and I listened to that every night, and that really made a big difference. I want to take a moment now to thank you again for listening. Dude, it is amazing that you're here and learning about these amazing things that you can do to help your life. If you missed the first episode, I mentioned that I love using the word dude, and when you find a word or phrase that lights you up, it's really good to remind yourself to use it often. So with that, I want you to go to inspiredriding.com/dude, DUDE. And there you're going to find an opportunity to book a clarity call with me to see if RTT and my amazing transformation program combined is going to help create the path that you desire in your life. I also want you to check out the Come Back to Your Calm State self-hypnosis audio on there, as well as the 8-minute rider reset experience if you happen to be a rider. And if you're really inspired and have the desire to add to your career or make a complete change, you're going to see an opportunity at the bottom of the page to become an RTT practitioner. If you have any questions, you can email me at support@inspiredriding.com. Thanks again, and let's get back to the show. All right, now, as promised, I want to give you a taste of the healing vortex and command cell therapy. I'm not going to have you go deep. I'm not going to have you close your eyes right now because some of you might be driving. But if you really want to take the moment to relax your body and close your eyes, if you're able to do that safely, I'm going to invite you to do that. I want you to imagine listening to something like this every day, specifically for you and your body and what you want to make better. So imagine programming your mind to instruct your cells to do what they do best. Listen and respond to your words and intentions to promote healing for your mind, body, and emotions. So here's the healing vortex in my quick version. So you're going to imagine healing light coming down from the heavens and up from the earth. I want you to imagine any color of healing light that you like. It can be a combination of colors or just one strong, beautiful color. This healing light's going to enter your body from the crown of your head and the soles of your feet. It's going to enter your body and start to swirl around like car wash brushes. It's going to clean up and clear out anything that no longer serves you. And as it cleans up and clears out anything that no longer serves you, it's going to leave your body behind feeling amazing, feeling brighter, feeling lighter. It's going to clear out any old hurt, any old emotions, any old pains and aches and stresses will just be cleaned up and cleared out. And now this healing light will start to dissipate and float away, and you can send love and appreciation to it. And now with this lighter and brighter feeling within your body, I want you to know that you can set yourself up for success by mastering how to program your mind. Your mind and body are connected. You can direct your thoughts to give clear instructions to your cells in your body so that they can function exactly as you want them to. Your body is run by a network of intelligence that is directly influenced by your mind. And what your mind says yes to, your body says yes to also. And as you relax more, this network of intelligence is listening intently to your instructions. In fact, it's doing this every minute of the day. It listens to everything you tell it, and it responds accordingly. Every cell in your body is connected to this network of intelligence, which is influenced by your own mind. And as you hear my voice, you're going to a level where you can communicate with your own DNA, your cells in your body. You're going to a level where you can make everything be as it should be. You can make it perfect. You can make it extraordinary. You can make it healthy. You can make it well. You can instruct the cells in your body to work perfectly now. Imagine every system is now being made perfect. Your mind is ready to tell your cells exactly what you want. Feel yourself activating your power, and you are now commanding, directing, instructing, compelling, and programming your brilliant mind so that every muscle and nerve, every single cell functions perfectly in your body. Every part of your body was healthy and functioning perfectly. Your mind remembers what it was like when you were healthy and all of your systems were perfect. As your mind remembers all of this, it is absolutely able to recreate it. So we are commanding, directing, instructing, compelling, and programming your brilliant mind to go back, way back to your original imprint and coding, back to how nature intended you to be, back to when every organ, every muscle and nerve, every single cell functioned perfectly. You are instructing your cells to repair, revitalize, and rejuvenate everything that has to do with your health, your sleep, and your energy levels. Your entire body is now healing, repairing, and rejuvenating perfectly, so you can feel completely safe and supported and energized. You are commanding your cells in your body to react to your thoughts perfectly, so that you can have the perfect amount of energy levels every day. Take a nice deep breath in and out, and believe in this power to heal your body in this way. So there you go. There's a taste of it. And for those equestrians out there that find that they have a lot of tension when they're riding, or they feel like they just can't control their bodies like they used to, we use this specifically to say your muscles will respond perfectly. They'll relax and contract as needed, so that way you can ride perfectly again. So there's so many different nuances in this. It's really beautiful and exciting. And here's what I want you to think about as we come to a close today. If you're letting negative thoughts take hold, notice if you've been holding your breath. Come back to conscious breath, especially that breath where your hand is on your heart. Breathe deeper. Invite thoughts that support you, and keep focused on your heart breathing. And invite kindness into your body. What would you say to your most precious being in your life? Be sure you say those things to yourself. After all, your cells are listening. I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and do be sure to check out my page, inspiredriding.com/dude, DUDE. If you enjoyed this episode, please do share it with a friend and create a review. I so appreciate you. Remember to lead with kindness for yourself and for your horse. And may the horse be with you always.